What's up, flamethrowers? It is me, Flame the Dragon Hog here. And, guys, it's time. It's time. It's time. Welcome to the 100th episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. Welcome to the 100th episode. Now, guys, this is a big moment for the Q&A session. Guys, I can't believe it. We finally made it to episode 100. Anyway, guys, Okay, guys, as I told you guys before, I'm going to have some very special guests here with me to answer your questions. But here's the thing, guys. I'm going to be using these Dragon Balls to bring them here. These are the Mobian Dragon Balls. I made them. And hopefully they will work. I got all seven of them, and hopefully it will work, I hope. Okay. Focus the energy. And okay, Dragon, go ahead and materialize.
I am Mobian Shenron. Make your wishes.
Oh, man. Whew. I can't believe it actually worked. Oh, great and powerful Mobian Shenron. I wish for my friend Goku and his entire family to come here with me to answer questions written by the fans.
So be it. What is your second wish?
My second wish is to not only have Goku's human family, but I also wish to have Goku's Saiyan family with us here today, with us as well.
Your wish granted. State your third wish.
Actually, Shenron, that's all the wishes that I do want. And I'll summon you back if I want to make my third wish.
As you command. Until the next summoning.
I can't believe it actually worked. Great. Hey, Flame. What are we doing here? Last thing I remember is I was just sitting back eating dinner with Chi-Chi and the rest of my family. Well, actually, Goku, believe it or not, it's Ask the Sonic Crew time. Oh, really? Cool. Yep. And guess what? It's going to be featuring you and your family. Oh, sweet. Hey, Chi-Chi. We're going to be on Ask the Sonic Crew.
Oh, well, awesome.
And also, Gohan and Goten, you two are going to be in it too. Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I really can't wait for it.
Okay. Oh, and Goku, I also got another special surprise for you. Oh, and what is that? Look behind you. Huh?
Hello, my son.
Kakarot, it's nice to see you again. I see that the big guy's all grown up.
Brother.
Oh, man. Yep, that's right, Goku. I got your Saiyan family here. Oh, no way. Mom, Dad, and, Raditz. It's good to see you. It's nice to, but wait a minute. Who's this?
Goku, or Kakarot, I would like for you to meet a friend of the family. This is Fasha. She fought with me.
Hi.
It's nice to meet you.
Well, it's such an honor. Anyway, oh, and as a bonus, guess who else is here? Gohan. Huh?
Hey, Gohan.
Yep, I got Pan and Videl here too. We got the whole family here. Oh man, now this is definitely awesome. This is going to be a great episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. Okay. So, Bardock, it's nice to meet you. I am Flame the Dragon Hog. I am, a good friend of your son. I'm a good friend of your son, and let me just say, he pretty much taught me everything I need to know about, being a Saiyan and all sorts of other junk. It's, pretty awesome.
Huh. Interesting. Well, it sure is nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too, sir. You got a fine son. Anyway, so guys, let's begin episode 100 of Ask the Sonic Crew. I am ready for this. Okay, and sadly, guys, I don't have a co-host here with me. So to make things even more quicker, I'm doing this by myself. Alright, so without further ado, let us begin with episode 100 of Ask the Sonic Crew. And hopefully you guys will enjoy it. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin. Alright, so the first question is for Goku. Alright, so Goku, this question here is for you. How do you feel about, finally taking a break from fighting and, just spending time with your family? Oh, well, normally I don't normally spend a lot of time with my family because, I'm always out fighting some weird evil and not to mention training. But it does seem quite nice to just spend time with the boys. And not only that, but Chi-Chi as well. I mean, let's just say she tends to get a little bit frisky when she goes months without a little, bedtime sparring.
Goku.
It's okay, Chi-Chi. My wife Sarah is the same way. Every time she doesn't get her daily dose of, me, she tends to get a little bit cranky and frisky as well. Other times she sends me like little hints of, she wants it.
Oh? Like what?
I don't want to say because I don't want to get my channel demonetized, so yeah. Okay, well, anyway, next up is Gohan. Okay, Gohan, this question here is for you. So, what made you start fighting again after when Dragon Ball Superheroes came out? Oh, well, you see, after when after when our universe kind of, somewhat lost the Tournament of Power, I actually realized that evil will never rest. So I just decided to continue fighting. I decided to be a fighter again, and of course, I still have time for my studies and lots of other stuff. Well, that's good to know, Gohan. Multitasking is the best way. Multitasking. Okay. Alright, Goten. This question here is for you. Okay, so, Goten, what was your reaction when your mom first saw you in Super Saiyan,
Well, let's just say she was not happy. She was a little bit scared and a little bit annoyed.
Annoyed?
Yeah, 'cause you see, believe it or not, when she first saw Goku in Super Saiyan, she kind of freaked out. I mean, when she saw Dad in Super Saiyan, she kind of freaked out. And when she saw my brother in Super Saiyan for the first time, she immediately thought he was a punker and thought his hair dyed. He dyed his hair. And, yeah, everything was really weird. So, yeah, I kind of somewhat surprised her when I went Super Saiyan for the first time.
Oh. That was definitely something. And I'm sure Vegeta, he was definitely surprised to see Trunks go Super Saiyan for the first time.
Yeah, Trunks and I are the first ever young Saiyans to ever go super that quick and learn.
Well, that's interesting. Anyway, next up is Chi-Chi. Okay, Chi-Chi, this question here is for you. So, what do you do whenever Goku and the others aren't around? Like, what do you do?
Oh, well, sometimes I go to Capsule Corp and spend time with Bulma. I mean, think about it. Most of the time, Goku and Vegeta, they're always gone together, so why not? After all, me and Bulma, we do spend a lot of time together. I mean, sure, in the past we pretty much had a lot of problems, but we actually grown to be really good friends.
Well, that's good. I am really happy that, you and Bulma actually got along just fine.
Yeah, and besides, we did have one thing in common that we both hated.
Oh, and what was that?
People saying how old we are.
Yikes. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem. Because if I remember correctly, a lot of people have been saying that, you and Bulma seem to get really, really mad whenever Marin ever mentions how old you are, or whenever she calls you grandma.
Yeah, that always happens. Luckily, luckily she's with you, so that way I don't have to hear that.
Yeah,
Honestly, what the heck did Krillin see in her?
I honestly don't know. Probably Bulma. Probably Bulma, because, those two do look alike.
Yeah, that is true. They both have blue hair.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we have is Bardock. Okay, Bardock, this question here is for you. So, is it true that your red headband is actually a white headband soaked with the blood of your of your dead comrades?
Yes, it's true. You see, after when I found out that Frieza betrayed us, he sent troops to destroy my team. Of course, I wasn't there. I was recovering after being attacked on another planet. But it was okay. Anyway, after when I recovered, I went to the planet that my friends went to, only to find them all dead. One of them with his dying breath said that Frieza betrayed us and was going to destroy planet Vegeta. And so, I just lost it. As I bandaged up his arms trying to save him, it was too late. Of course, I had my headband, well, just my cloth, and it got soaked with the blood of my fallen comrades. And I tied it around my head as a reminder that no matter what, my dead comrades will always be by my side, even in the afterlife.
That's really cool, Bardock. To tell you the truth, if my Dragonhog friends did die, I would want something to remember them by. Like, so that way they can be with me all the time. But Flame, don't you do have something that reminds you of them? Oh yeah, their powers! Yeah, I do have their powers. But in a way, I do have somewhat of a trouble trying to control them. But it's okay. But it's cool. Anywho, next up we have is Gine. Oh boy. Okay, Gine, this question here is for you. So, how did you feel when you and Bardock had to send Kakarot to Earth, or Goku?
I felt really upset. I felt really upset at the moment. Reason why was because I had to give up my own child. And, as a mother, giving up your own child is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah, trust and believe me, I know that song. My mom actually had to give me up, same thing with my sister. My mom had to give me up and my sister just to save us and protect us.
That's what I did with Kakarot.
Yeah. Mothers do know best, even though they do perish, though.
Yeah. It seems like lots of moms do that in order to protect their sons and children.
Yeah, it does seem like that. I mean, think about it. Po from Kung Fu Panda did it. I mean, think about it. Po's mom from Kung Fu Panda did it. You did it with Kakarot. My mom, Queen Alina, did it with my brother Sonic. My brother Manic and my sister Sonya. My mom, my blood mom, she actually did that to me and my sister. Well, technically, she separated my sister first, and then me. I mean, and don't forget about the classic. And don't forget about the classic. Superman's parents did it. Superman's parents did it. I mean, come on. What's up with parents, guys? Come on. Just a legit question. What the heck is up with parents always sending off their children somewhere before they die? Well, technically my mom didn't, die or anything, but, yeah, she still separated them. She still separated us. It was just crazy.
Yeah, but look at the bright side. At least we're back.
Yeah, thanks to me.
Oh yeah, thank you so much for bringing us back.
No problem. All right, so next up we have is Fasha. Okay, Fasha, this question here is for you. Oh man, now this is an interesting question. So, being the only female in Bardock's team, have you and Bardock ever found a connection with each other?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Of course not. No way. First rule of being a Saiyan elite. Never get involved with your teammate. Never get involved with them. Because, our enemies will just use them to our advantage.
Again, I heard that song before. That's why my brother Sonic took so long to finally get with Amy Rose, my sister-in-law. He finally managed to get with her after so long.
And why was that?
Because just like what you said. Because just like what you said, the enemy might find out and might end up using them to their advantage. So it was just bad. Okay. Well, anyway, next up we have is Raditz. Oh god. Okay. Raditz, this question here is for you. Oh lord. So, Raditz, this question here is for you. How did you feel after when you faced off against Goku? Basically, how did you know you had a brother? Because throughout that whole beginning part of Dragon Ball, we never knew that Goku had any family. Or, in this case, how did you feel when you faced off against your brother? Well, he was pretty weak. I mean, don't get me wrong. He was a tricky opponent. But the one thing I absolutely despised was that time he teamed up with a Namekian. Who, Piccolo? Yes. Ugh. I can't stand him. Anyway. He was a interesting opponent. I mean, and he did all that just to save his son. Hey, Uncle Raditz, I mean, come on. You pretty much did kidnap me. Well, yeah, that is true. I did. But it was just only to lure out Kakarot. It was only to lure out Kakarot. I wasn't actually going to hurt you. I mean, it was pretty straightforward that I wasn't going to hurt you. Well, okay, Raditz, whatever you say. Okay, so next up we have is Videl. So, Videl, this question here is for you. This is an interesting question. So, Videl, how did you feel when Ereza was steady pushing herself up on Gohan?
Oh, come on. Who asked that question?
I don't kiss and tell. These questions I just get off the internet or the comment section.
Fine, whatever. I somewhat was a little bit annoyed because, Ereza, she pretty much thinks that she's Mrs. Big Shot.
Well, what about all those other girls that's always pushing themselves up on Gohan? Like, say, Angela, that orange-haired girl.
Oh, her? Huh. I really haven't seen much of her.
Or what about Coca-Cola? What about her?
Oh, her? You mean that movie star? Oh, come on.
Well, come on. She pretty much kissed Gohan.
That was only because Barry told her to. Only just to ruin his image and to try and get back at me. Only because I didn't, only because I didn't take his autograph.
I'll never forget that episode. Holy crap. And that was the time he brought back the Great Saiyaman. Please don't remind me about the Great Saiyaman. Besides, the Great Saiyaman was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
I don't know, Big Brother. The Great Saiyaman was a little bit interesting.
Huh. Well, maybe I might bring him back then. Please, no, Gohan. Whatever you do, do not do the poses again. That is so cringe. It's cringe, my dude. Cringe. Okay, let me stop. Ugh. Okay, alright. Well, next up is Pan. Okay, Pan. This question here is for you. Oh boy. Okay, so Pan, in Dragon Ball GT, what was your reaction when you first met your grandfather and that he was the same size as you? How did you feel?
It was a little bit weird. I mean, think about it. My grandfather was the same size as me. That was a little bit funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But it wasn't funny seeing Chi-Chi and Videl break down like that. Yeah, and not to mention fighting Baby. Ugh, fighting Baby was really creepy. Yeah, fighting Baby was, a little bit something. I mean, don't get me wrong, fighting Baby was a little bit creepy. I mean, come on, think about it. He was, pretty much flip-flopping, hiding inside of people, and making them evil. It was just pretty much crazy. Yeah, it was pretty much crazy. Okay, well, anyway, guys, we got a group question here. Okay, so, to the whole entire family, are you guys all proud of Goku? Like, are you guys proud of all the things he achieved? Like, breaking through his limits, becoming a Super Saiyan 2, a Super Saiyan 3, a Super Saiyan 4, and not to mention Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue, and not to mention achieving Kaioken, and not to mention Ultra Instinct, and Ultra Instinct Mastered. Are you guys really, really proud of this guy right here? Are you really proud of him? Well, I say I'm proud of myself. Absolutely. Of course I'm proud of Father.
Yeah, I'm proud of Dad. I can't wait to learn how to go Super Saiyan 2. Or maybe do, I don't know, go Super Saiyan 3. I do know how to go Super Saiyan 3 when I fuse with Trunks to form Gotenks, but not just by myself.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool if you did learn that.
Honestly, I watch from the heavens, and yes, I am very, very proud of my son.
Yes, same here. I'm proud of Kakarot as well. Even though I'm just meeting him, hearing about these different forms of his, I have to admit, I'm proud of him too. Yeah, same here. I'm proud of my Goku.
Even though I still can't stand him, I will have to admit he has improved since our last battle. So, yes, I guess I'll say I'm proud of him as well.
Okay, what about you, Videl? Pan?
Of course, I'm proud of you, Grandpa. I'm proud of Goku as well. I'm proud of him too.
And I know I'm definitely proud of him. I mean, come on, think about it. Throughout the years, he's just have done nothing but fighting and not to mention breaking his limits and training every single day to be the man we all know and love today. Oh, stop it, guys. You're embarrassing me. Oh, Goku. Well, whew. Okay, guys, let's do another round of questions and one more group question, and then I got a big announcement to make to everybody. Okay? So, question for Goku. Alright. So, Goku. This question here is for you. So, did you ever, think about having a daughter with Chi-Chi? I mean, think about it. You pretty much already have two sons. So, do you think one of these days you might end up having a girl? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Well, maybe one day. One day we might have a girl. I mean, it will be kind of nice having a female Saiyan around. I mean, I have met plenty of female Saiyans, like Kale and Caulifla, and not to mention my mom and Fasha. I mean, don't get me wrong, a female Saiyan around the house would be kind of cool. I mean, think about it. I pretty much trained my sons. I pretty much trained my sons, and they learned the Kamehameha and all sorts of other stuff. And it would be kind of nice to actually train a girl Saiyan for once. Even though I do pretty much train. Even though I do train Kale and Caulifla a lot. Well, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, Gohan, next up is your question. Oh boy. Oh Lord. Okay, so this question here is for you, Gohan. Oh Lord, it's a really interesting question. And it's about the Great Saiyaman. Oh, come on. Okay. Well, here it is, Gohan. Will the Great Saiyaman ever make a comeback? No, I don't think so. Oh, also, there was a bonus question, Gohan. It's for you. So, Gohan, how did you feel when you first went Super Saiyan Beast? How did you feel when you first went Beast mode? Huh. Well, to tell you the truth, it's, really awesome. I mean, it felt like I was in Ultra Instinct for a moment there. But no, because honestly, Ultra Instinct is definitely interesting. Hey, Gohan, maybe you ought to teach me how to go Beast. Maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, Dad. You pretty much already have Ultra Instinct and all the other forms you can take. Yeah, true, but think about it. Vegeta has Alter Ego, and that's pretty much it. And I don't have anything that could counter that. So maybe I might want to learn how to go Beast, or maybe I can have Broly teach me how to go Legendary. Yeah, that is pretty much true. I mean, think about it. Broly and Kale are the only two Saiyans that I know that can go legendary Super Saiyan. I mean, it's pretty much like that. Well, either way, I honestly don't know how the world I did it. But if I figure out it, I promise I'll teach it to all of you. Okay, well, anyway, next up is you, Goten. So, Goten, and this question here is for you. How did you feel when you and Trunks had to fuse together to form Gotenks and take on Majin Buu? How did you feel?
It was pretty scary. It was pretty scary, don't get me wrong. I mean, facing off against Majin Buu, that was pretty scary. But luckily, me and Trunks, we actually, just, held him back for a little while until, Dad and Vegeta came back and lots of other stuff. It's, pretty insane. I mean, don't get me wrong, facing off against Majin Buu was pretty scary.
Yeah, facing off against Majin Buu was pretty scary.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, man. But you did pull it through, right? Majin Buu is gone.
Yeah, he is gone, but Fat Boo's still around.
I mean, he's pretty much the only Buu you can, tolerate. He's pretty much the only Buu you can tolerate, just as long as, he's not... just as long as he's not, eating up a whole bunch of stuff and turning people into candy.
Yeah, trust me, he's not doing that.
Okay, thank goodness. Okay, next up is Chi-Chi. Okay, Chi-Chi, so this question here is for you. Whoa, hello. This is an interesting question. So, Chi-Chi, do you remember that blue armor that you wore when you first met Goku? If so, do you still have it? Plus, do you have it in a fitting size?
I actually do still have that suit. It was just a reminder of, all the fun times me and Goku had when we were kids. And, yes, I do have a fitted suit. I actually do have a fitted suit. Although, it does somewhat kind of, reveal my, chest a little bit too much.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Chi-Chi. Nothing wrong with showing the, Chi-Chis every now and then. Just as long as you're not showing them to anybody like that.
Trust me, Goku, I would rather die than show anybody else my,
Trust and believe me, my wife feels the same way. Even though her top is pretty much revealing of them, she knows how to conceal them very, very well. Okay, well, anyway, Bardock, this question here is for you. Okay, so, Bardock, have you ever seen the animation where you actually went Super Saiyan?
Actually, no, I haven't. It seems pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, you faced off against a little evil imp that kind of looks like Frieza.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you went Super Saiyan for the first time.
You know, maybe Son over here, maybe Goku ought to teach me how to go Super Saiyan.
Maybe. Okay, next up, Gine, you're up next. Okay, Gine, this question here is for you. So, how did you ever meet Bardock in the first place? How did you meet him?
Well, it happened many years ago. You see, we all know who King Vegeta is. You know, king of all the Saiyans. Well, let's just say he pretty much was free to do whatever he wanted. So he ended up starting a harem. And not only that, I was one of his concubines. That's when I met Bardock. Because you see, Bardock, he was actually working with both him and Frieza at the time. And, well, one thing led to another, and me and Bardock sort of traded eye contact every now and then. And right at that moment, I managed to sneak away, and me and Bardock ended up, together. Soon Prince Vegeta found out. Soon King Vegeta found out, and he was going to send people to kill me, but no, because his current wife, Queen Vegeta, she said no, let them go. They're too much in love. I mean, plus, not to mention, you're with me, so just back off. And so I ended up marrying Bardock, and we ended up having our kids.
So that's how y'all met. Interesting. Well, that's a good thing. I am really happy that you guys managed to meet. I mean, because if you two didn't meet, then how the heck would Goku be here? Send him with Raditz. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, anyway, next up we have is Fasha. Okay, Fasha, this question here is for you. You know, many people seem to think that Gine isn't Goku's mom. Because, she doesn't actually have, your fighting spirit and Bardock's fighting spirit as well. So the question is, are you actually Goku's mom?
No, I'm actually not Goku's mom, even though some people do ship me and Bardock together for some reason. It's mainly because, we're always seen together and working together, so I guess I can see why people always ship us together. But, I will have to say, Bardock, you are an interesting guy, but you're clearly not my type.
Yeah, I guess I can vouch for that, because after all, Fasha, like you said before, Saiyan comrades don't get involved with each other like that.
Okay, well, anyway, next up is Raditz. Okay, Raditz, this question here is for you. So, when you were inducted into Frieza's army, did you ever meet Nappa and Vegeta?
Yes, I actually did meet Nappa and Vegeta. Those two were some bumbling idiots. I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I had no idea that I was actually with. I didn't know I was actually, working with the Prince of all the Saiyans. I didn't know that until I saw the Widow's Peak and lots of other stuff. It was pretty crazy. But anyway, yes, I did meet Nappa. I did meet Vegeta. It was a really, really interesting time at that point. It was a really, really interesting time. But don't get me wrong. I did work well together. We did work well together. Unfortunately, my demise and had ended our things. And soon Nappa and Vegeta came around. They faced Kakarot, and Nappa he died, but Vegeta he stuck around and got blasted all the way to Namek. And yeah, that's pretty much how it went. It was pretty crazy. Okay, Videl, this question here is for you. Oh, Lord. Okay. Now we got another crazy question. Videl, how do you feel about your overprotective, not to mention, perpetrating a fraud dad? How do you feel about him?
My dad, he's pretty much awesome. I mean, sure, he does pretty much flaunt every now and then. Heck, I still remember the time he never trusted Gohan because because he still thinks that Gohan was the reason why I ended up in the infirmary at the tournament. He still felt it was Gohan's fault. Plus not to mention he didn't trust Gohan to give that sensu bean to me.
But he did give it to you, right?
Yeah, he did. He gave me the sensu bean and I felt great after that. Soon I guess my dad started trusting him a little bit more. But he's still, having doubts about him.
Yikes. Yikes. Just straight yikes. Okay, well, anyway, next up is Pan. Okay, Pan, so this question here is for you. So, in GT, how did you feel when you first met Super Saiyan 4 Goku? How did you feel?
It was quite interesting, because I had no idea there was another level beyond Super Saiyan 3. But Super Saiyan 4, everybody keeps saying is non-canon.
Yeah, honestly, GT is pretty much non-canon. People don't really count GT as much. I mean, it still counts as Dragon Ball, guys. It's in the Dragon Ball timeline. So yeah, it's pretty much still count as a Dragon Ball, even though it is non-canon. I don't care. It's still an awesome show. I seen it. I seen clips of it. It's still pretty awesome. Yeah, but anyway, so Pan, do you think one of these days you'll want to reach Super Saiyan 4?
It would be kind of cool.
In fact, here's the group question. For everybody. Who here would like to learn how to go Super Saiyan from Goku? Besides the people that can already go Super Saiyan. So, Gohan, Goten, you two don't have to answer this. So, for the rest of you, who here wants to learn how to go Super Saiyan? Bardock?
Well, seeing as I already can go Super Saiyan in that animation, I would like to know how to go Super Saiyan in real life.
Huh. Well, I can teach you, Dad. Chi-Chi, would you like to learn how to go Super Saiyan?
Goku, you're forgetting. I'm not a Saiyan.
Well, true. That is true. You're not a Saiyan. But as many times as I've seen that aura around you, Kaioken.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, what about you, Gine, Fasha?
Well, it would be kind of nice to be a female that can go Super Saiyan. Yeah, besides this Kale and Caulifla.
Well, yeah. You girls haven't met them yet. They are really interesting. They're Saiyans from another universe. Anywho, what about you, Raditz? Well, seeing as I already kind of look like I'm in Super Saiyan 3 with my long hair, I'm thinking maybe I ought to learn how to go Super Saiyan. Well, you can do that. Well, Pan, you're half Saiyan, but you never learned how to go Super Saiyan, right?
No, I haven't.
Well, maybe you ought to learn.
Okay then, maybe I'll learn how to go Super Saiyan.
Okay. And Videl, I know you're not a Saiyan at all, but hey, you can pretty much learn how to fly and stuff, right?
Yeah, true, but I don't think I can fly as fast as a Saiyan. I mean, if you guys are in Super Saiyan, I'm pretty sure I can't keep up with you.
Yeah, because not to mention, Super Saiyans, they can survive in space and lots of other stuff, so yeah. I mean, and hey, think about it. Not everybody in Dragon Ball Z who learned how to fly can, learn how to, go Super Saiyan. Because think about it. Tien could fly, Krillin could fly, Yamcha could fly, Piccolo could fly. But here's the thing, none of them can go Super Saiyan. Yeah. But anyway, I'm glad that all of you would like to learn how to go Super Saiyan. Because, hey, who knows? Maybe one of these days you might have to learn how to go Super Saiyan. Bardock, Gine, and all the rest of you might have to learn. Yeah, and plus not to mention, having a whole family that can go Super Saiyan, That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be pretty much awesome, Goku. Also, Goku, there was a bonus question here for you. Oh, well, what is it? Okay, well, guys, here's the bonus question, and then I have an announcement to make. Okay, so Goku, do you remember when Chi-Chi got hypnotized and started fighting everybody? Oh yeah, her eyes turned pink and she started fighting everybody. She started fighting Gohan, she started fighting Master Roshi, Krillin, and lots of other stuff. It was pretty crazy. Luckily, I was there to calm her down. Yeah, so the question was, how did you calm her down? Oh, well, let's just say it involved a lot of sweat and a lot of bedtime sparring. Wait, hold up. You actually did it with Chi-Chi while she was in that state? Yeah, at least I snapped her out of her senses. Whoa, that's, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Oh, hold up. I got another, message here. Hang on, I got another bonus question, and it's for... Oh. It's for Raditz. What? A bonus question for me? Yeah, it's a bonus question. Let's see. Here we go. It says to Raditz, how do you feel about the human, otherwise known as Launch? People be shipping you two together. So how do you feel about her? What? I mean, why in the world would people even ship me with her, and I never even met her? I mean, who is she anyway? Oh, Launch? She's a really close friend of mine. Well, speak up, Kakarot. Who is she? Well, she's this blue-haired girl. She's really nice and sweet and kind. But that's only one side of her. On the other side, she's really mean and she totes a lot of guns and lots of other stuff. And it all happens when she sneezes. Trust me, I know from experience. Cause you see, one night, things was pretty crazy, and I was really tired, and I accidentally fell asleep in Launch's bed, and being a nice girl, she let me sleep in there with her. Then the next morning, she woke up blonde, and she got mad at me and tried to shoot me. In fact, she shot me, Krillin, and Master Roshi so many times. But Bulma, she actually got along with her pretty well. Same thing with Tien. But lots of people seem to ship her and Tien a lot too. And who is this? Wait a minute, Tien? I do believe Nappa told me about him in the afterlife. Yeah, Tien. Tien Shinhan. He's pretty much a cool guy. He has 3 eyes and he's pretty much a monk type kind of guy. He's a pretty cool guy. Anyway, yeah, people seem to ship him and Launch together too. Well, I might have to look into this Launch girl to see how she is. Yeah, and also, Raditz, little did you know that, believe it or not, Launch transforming into a blonde, she's pretty much the inspiration for going Super Saiyan. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I mean, think about it. 1 minute she's normal hair, next minute, boom, she's blonde. Okay, well, yeah. Okay, are there any more bonus questions? Nope, there isn't. Okay, so now we are down to my big announcement, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are down to our big announcement. Flamethrowers, we have come a long way. We come a long way ever since the very first episode of Ask the Sonic Crew with Team Passion. And now, look at us. Episode 100. God, guys, it's been a long, long journey. But, guys, I'm sorry to say this, but all journeys must come to an end. Just like Ash Ketchum's journey, he finally became a Pokemon Master and all that other junk. So, guys, I'm sorry to say this, but this right here is the 100th episode of Ask the Sonic Crew and the last ever episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. This is the last episode, guys. So, I really enjoyed doing Ask the Sonic Crew for you guys. I really enjoyed it. And now, this is it, guys. This is the end. And hopefully you guys all enjoyed the Ask the Sonic Crews over the years. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'm gonna miss doing this. I'm gonna miss it. But, like I said before, all great things must come to an end. And this is Ask the Sonic Crew's end. So, flamethrowers, might as well dry your tears and everything, because we had a lot of fun times answering questions and having a few laughs and junk. But, like I said before, guys, this is the last episode of Ask the Sonic Crew in the King Flame channel. And, guys, I do like to thank Goku's family for helping me make this episode possible. I do like to thank you guys so much for coming onto the channel, and a big thank you to each and every one of you flamethrowers who stuck by me ever since the very first episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. I'd like to thank you all so much. Guys, this was a fun ride, but now it's time to say goodbye. So, that's it for this very last episode of Ask the Sonic Crew. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and comment down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below, what was your favorite episode of Ask the Sonic Crew that I have made throughout the years? Just let me know which episode of Ask the Sonic Crew did you guys like the most. Feel free to make a whole list. And speaking of which, guys, be sure to, go back and watch all the fun times we had together. The laughs we shared, the cries we had, and we did have a lot of fun doing these Q&As. But, like I said, it's time to say goodbye. Anyway, guys, this is Flame the Dragon Hog signing out one last time for Ask the Sonic Crew. Later, flamethrowers, and goodbye, Ask the Sonic Crew. May you live on in our hearts.